Good morning. It's the big day, helicopter day. Oh God, we've got a lot of stuff to fly up. We've got roughly 19 tons. We've got a combination of every sort of material we need for outside. So it's going to be a big, tough day. The weather looks like it's going to cooperate. We've got some low cloud that I can see, but also some blue sky. So I'm hoping that it blows through. It's supposed to blow through by 11 o'clock and the helicopter is due at 11. So fingers crossed, we don't have to wait too long, but the forecast says it's going to be sunny after 12, so hopefully it goes to plan. You can have a look here at all the materials we've got. Let's take a look. So, all the materials are now in place, and we've made a small plan. You can see the numbers on each thing. Oh, right. And now comes the container, so we've got to do that. We're going to fill that thing quite easily, I think. What we decided to do is if we put it there, right beside the road, that's going to act as a great buffer for the wind, which should prevent the downwash from the helicopter affecting the cars going by. Fingers crossed. So that's all the materials pre-numbered. That's the order we try to lift them in. It doesn't always work exactly that way. We got the container. It all depends on what the helicopter pilot wants to do, but we've tried to do this logically. So we're going to fly the windows first. We get them up and secured immediately because that's obviously the most precious and fragile. Then we've numbered the packs in a way that we can, all the tannalized stuff, we can fly out first, and that can be under the white timber because that's what we're going to use first. So we have them in an order of how we're going to use them. The plates we're going to lift onto the new floor joists, and that big box there we're just going to put wherever we can. That's full of the roof felt and things, but yeah, we're there. And Mother Nature is smiling right now. Carpenter gods are looking after us. So far so good. Touch wood. Okay, all right, now we go back up and we make the marks upstairs as well. Upstairs, up at the cabin. Onwards. I broke my own rule, never talk about the weather when you're relying on the weather. I can see blue skies, but as you can see, the fog has rolled in. Helicopter cannot fly in these conditions. It's fine for them up high, but when they have to go down below the cloud to collect stuff, it's not going to work. It is thinning slowly, but I think we're going to end up being delayed. Never talk about the weather when you rely on the weather. Well, as you can see, still a bit foggy. We delayed the helicopter, we gave him a call, told him to take a coffee break, but we are starting to see some sun coming through. The sky is blue in areas. Have a quick look around. You can see blue skies are coming slowly. I don't want to mention it too much, but this is a little bit too low still. We need it to cook off. Hopefully the sun will now cook off the fog and we can have go ahead with the helicopter within the hour, because they have another mission to fly and I have the guys here in a work capacity, so it basically means I'm paying them to stand around and do nothing, which is not the best situation to be in. So we'll keep an eye on it, but I'll update you soon. That's a familiar sound. So it begins. It's just surveying the area, seeing where we have the materials. He's going to go land and we'll go meet him now. Alright, let's go. Here we are. Insulation's all strapped up and ready to go in the big net. It's too much insulation, so we've got a pallet behind as well. Now we're going to give him a hand just to prep everything. The pilot is there, he's preparing windows. But looks like we're on course to go. Mother Nature finally came through. It's going to be an intense time. It will go very quickly. And we may have to take a break halfway through because we might not have enough straps. But it's time to fly a helicopter. Well, I'm not going to fly, but I wish I could. Yeah, let's go. The sooner we build the stairs, the better. Well, that went well. Both me and Alex earned our money today. We are tired. That was high pace. But, unfortunately, the cameraman couldn't turn up, so we had to film ourselves. So there's not much footage, but I can show you how much we've brought up. That was a lot of work. A whole lot of insulation. We got the majority of the windows there. That's all the roof felt, as well as the plasterboard for outside. OSB, insulation. Stian was down helping him unload, so he's just as tired, I'm pretty sure. And, the rest of the materials there, it went very smoothly. Everyone did good today. So, no excuses now. I got all the materials we need, so that means time to start building. Well done, guys. Good morning. It is cold. Waking up to scraping up ice is never my favourite thing to do. Frozen wood sucks, so fingers are cold, but that's the reality of being a carpenter in Norway working this time of year. But the sun is now coming up and starting to warm, so things should thaw out quite quickly. We had a really good day yesterday getting everything lifted up. We got 18 tons lifted, and we did it in less than 1 hour, so that is really good progress, and that's just down to planning. We knew where things were going and we managed to prepare everything. So in reality, if that was a customer, we pay by the minute, so we would have normally it would have taken about an hour and a half to 2 hours including the strapping, but we've got our shimmy on and got it done nice and quickly, so good for my pocket. I saved money. But it's all gone pretty well. The guys worked really hard last night, so we sorted out and got all the insulation in, apart from what we needed for today. And they have built the floor ready. It's all sealed up from underneath, so now we're ready to insulate. We're going to lay a chipboard floor, glue it down. And once that's done, that gives me a new storage spot that's nice and flat. So the idea is, those windows you see on the joist there, we're going to move them down onto the floor, sort them, and then I'll take what needs to be put into the main cabin inside. The rest will just stand there and be covered up, because next week I'll build walls. When the walls start to go up, that means I can get ready to mount the windows. So we're making good progress. Having 3 guys here is a huge difference. It makes things go so much quicker, and it's really nice to have someone to talk to other than myself. So we've got the game plan. We know what we're doing. Hopefully this subfloor is laid kind of around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock today, which then will give us a few hours daylight to get the underfloor ready on this one. The guys go home tonight and I'm alone for the last day, so then I'm hoping that I make a good enough progress that I can lay this chipboard floor finish by the end of the day tomorrow. So might not happen, but that's what I'm going to try for. So let's hope the sun warms us up and we can get going a bit faster, because we're freezing right now. But let's go on with the day. Let's go. So you see Alex here has put in the underfloor. And now we take a little bit of expanding foam just along each edge and we seal it with this batten. That helps squeeze it down. It seals it from air completely. So we have an airtight seal and there's no chance of the mice getting in again. So now we just take a screw and we drag it down as tight as we can to the supporting timber that's underneath. That creates a perfect seal for us. And then the insulation can just sit straight against this. So it breathes enough to let any condensation out over time, but ensures that there's no more air leakage, so we won't get that black filtration that we saw on the insulation in the other video. The only problem with it is it's not exactly kind on the knees. What a day it's been. Progress is so much faster when you have 3 guys, for obvious reasons. Stian and Alex worked really hard and we got everything done that we needed to get done. So I am stood on a new flat floor. The entrance and the bathroom area is ready for stud work. The windows have been moved down here. These windows are going to be the ones that are used in this area, so there's very small distance to move them, and all of them are sub 100 kilos, so I can move them on my own without too much issues. We've marked out the walls so we know where things are going, and the floor behind is ready. It's ready for me to lay. All the underfloor is done. It's windproof, completely sealed, and more importantly, sealed for mice. I've laid a tarp over the top because this morning when we started, we spent 2 hours trying to scrape ice off the top of the joists, because the glue won't stick to, well, it will stick to the ice and the chipboard and then it won't be actually joined. So we've covered it up today, hopefully to prevent the frost. And then that means in the morning I can pull this off, it's dry, it's ready to go. I can lay all of the insulation. I think I can do that in a couple of hours. And then I'm going to attempt to do the floor in one day. The guys don't think I can do it, but I like to prove people wrong. They might win the bet, we'll see. But weather permitting, I've got about 6 hours to get this done. I think that should be okay. If I have to work an extra hour and come home extra late, I probably will do it just to get it sealed, because if we leave it open, if it rains, the insulation is going to get wet. And also, if we leave it open, the mice can find their way in and then I seal them in. And obviously that's not good for any of us. But I'm positive. I feel like we've made really, really good progress this week. So materials are here. I can start building walls next week, and weather permitting, I can get the roof on nice and quick long before Christmas, which means then I can move into this section and we can start preparing the rest. So the mission is to get this building watertight, airtight, way before Christmas. So then hopefully I can work inside when it's really bad. But it's been a good day. I feel like things have gone well, so until tomorrow morning, bye. Good morning. It's been a crisp start again, icy, so I'm really glad I put the tarp over. Everything stayed nice and dry. Well, not dry, but not icy, that's the main thing. So as you can see, insulation is done. I used a couple of hours just to get it finished and get some noggins in the right places for the supporting the gable walls, but it's ready to go. I've double checked all the straightening. It's all perfect. Alex did a good job. So now I'm praying the sun will push through the fog. But I can see blue sky, so let's keep my fingers crossed, and it will be a nice and sunny day. I've got a lot to get done today. I've got to finish this floor. I've got to get the materials covered and all the windows all covered up before I leave and make it clean. So it's going to be a busy day. Time to get on with it. I didn't think I could do it, but I did. Floor is finished. It's looking good. Nice and flat, glued, screwed, and ready. So now I'm ahead of schedule. It's still light, so I'm going to use the sunlight and get clean, tidy up the building site, get those windows covered up and the materials also covered, so when I go away, they're not going to get soaked. And then I'll pick up all the rubbish, get that nicely stacked. I think after that, I'm going to maybe use a bit of time just to pre-cut the studs. I may as well. I can do a count of what I need roughly and get it ready. So when I get here early next week, I can get the walls up. Ahead of schedule still. It's good. But it was lovely sunshine earlier and now the temperature has plummeted. It's getting really, really cold. That's not a good sign. So let's keep my fingers crossed that the weather still holds off and we can get this building sealed before the weather goes really cold and white. So far so good. Carpenter gods are smiling. Let's get on with it. Well, what a great week that was. Everything went so smoothly. I couldn't ask for better. The helicopter went perfect and we did it in such a short time as well, so that's going to help save money. Everything is up here now, nicely stacked, sorted and covered. So there's no excuse now. I can just keep working. As long as the weather cooperates, we can keep pushing forwards and making good progress. So the plan next week is to get all the walls built and ideally some of the roof structure if I'm efficient. So that's what we're going to aim for. But if it wasn't for Alex and Stian being here this week for just those 2 days, made all the difference. The floor is 100% done and it's dead straight, so I don't have to mess around with the stud work now. Everything can be cut to the same length, no straightening needed because the floor is perfect. So it's been great. I can't ask for more. The quicker I get the walls up, the quicker I can get this insulation out of here. I need some space. It is very tight in here, but it's been a good week. So thank you for everybody who's watched the channel so far. Please like, share, subscribe the channel. It really helps us out. And let's try and push those numbers up as high as we can so we can get some interested parties to come and work with us. We want to find all these really cool off-grid solutions and share it with you guys and show you how it works and help promote it. So thanks again to everybody. I will try my best to keep these videos improving. I hope you guys are liking the content. Leave a comment in the description at the bottom if there's anything you want me to do. And I will try my best. I'm just a carpenter, so this is new to me. Well guys, have a great week. See you next Monday.